Welcome once again. Today we will discuss another component which is the basic requirement for implementation of IoT and which is Node MCU. It is also called as ESP8266. So this don't confuse in this series. We have different types of this ESP series. Actually, this ESP stands for the company name is Espressif. This is the company Espressif, and this is Chinese company. It was established in 2008. So we have different these ESP series. Now advantage, this is ESP8266. This is also called as Lolin. This is version 3, so you can purchase it, and this is easily available online, offline. And biggest advantage it is having as compared to Arduino Uno is it has this on-chip Wi-Fi. So you need not to this attach the external Wi-Fi, because if you use Arduino Uno, then you have to attach the Wi-Fi with the Arduino Uno. Now this has the so many advantages. We'll discuss it. So you can see these are the this data pins are there. So particular this ground is there, the 3 volt is there. So this will work on the 3.3 volt. So let us discuss it. So why we use this Arduino Uno? Arduino Uno is we have already discussed in the last video. Arduino Uno is a basic component with to implement the IoT. If you want to control anything, you can control it by using the Arduino Uno. We can apply the loop. Super loops are there. Once you are in the loop, you cannot go out easily. So this is the basic Arduino Uno. It has this 60 megahertz clock. This is the basic one. 32 KB flash memory and 2 KB RAM. If we compare the STM32L476RG, it is having the higher clock speed. As you can see, it has this clock speed of 80 megahertz, and the memory is also this on higher side, and RAM is also on higher side. But this compare this ESP series. This is the ESP WROM32. You can directly say this it is ESP32. So it has this 240 megahertz dual core processor, so very fast, and 4 MB flash and 420 KB RAM. So these are real-time operating systems. The basic requirement of IoT is this real-time processing. So these type of ESP32 and this current ESP series, they are very fast, and interfacing of different devices is also there. So we'll discuss it. So as compared to this Arduino Uno and another devices like this given here, okay, this is I think unknown to you. We are not using it, but this ESP32 is easily available online, offline, and they are integral part to implement the IoTs. Practically, if you want to implement IoTs, then we will use these devices. Now you can see here we can this is having all this inbuilt Wi-Fi is there. In ESP32 we also have Bluetooth inbuilt, so we can control these motors. You can attach this SD card. You can have the attachment of so many things. Okay. Now this is the internal block diagram of ESP32. You can see here we have so many processing units are there. Inbuilt sensor is also there. We'll discuss it. It has so many advantages, this ESP32, and this is the dual core processor. We also discussed that Wi-Fi is on built, Bluetooth is also here. So and also the security is also there. So we'll discuss it. Now this is now we are discussing two different types of this ESP32 and ESP8266. Okay, this 8266 is different as compared to this ESP32, and this is ESP8266. Okay, this one is ESP8266. So you can see here these are the general purpose pins here, 3.3 volt supply, then ground, and again general purpose pin, then ground, 3.3 volt. Okay, these are the multi-purpose pins. So some of the pins are multi-purpose like these. We'll discuss it in detail when we connect the devices. And these two pins are reserved. This is the ADCO. These again two pins are general purpose, and these are for master slave processing. We have discussed when we have discussed Arduino. Then the ground, 3.3 enable, reset ground, V input. So this will work on the 3.3 volt inbuilt Wi-Fi is there. Now you can use Arduino IDE to program this node MCU, but difference will be in this pin. Now when you write in IDE 16, that will indicate the pin number. You have to remember this diagram. Okay, this is for ESP8266, not for 32. Okay, pin number this if you write in if you call pin number 16 in this Arduino IDE, then that will represent a D note, and 5 pin is D1, 4th is D2, 0 is D3, and 2 is D4. And by default we have this 30 pin, and this 13 pin represent the D7 here. So we'll discuss it when we do the programming. Now this is ESP32. You can see this is written here, ESPWROM32. So this is ESP32. This is different as compared to ESP8266. You can see here we have large number of input output pins. All the pins, this except this ground and this ground and this power supply, all the pins can be act as a input output pins. So many input output pins. So we'll compare these some of the. Now this is the comparison. Now we have this ESP8266, ESP32. Now this ESP32S2. We also have that this Express is also have ESP32S3 in 2021. They have announced it in 2021. So we'll not discuss it. This is the this latest version of ESP series. Now ESP8266 was launched in 2014. This ESP32 in 16 and ESP32S2 in 19. So microcontroller for this ESP8266 is Extensa single core 32-bit. Here we have the options. We may have a single core processor or dual core processor of same 32-bit. Here in this S2 version of 32, we have single core 32-bit LX7. So clock speed also matter. We have already discussed it, clock speed. It also add in the speed of the microprocessor. So this is 80 megahertz. So two versions are there. 160 megahertz is also there. 240 megahertz also there. But this 32S2 comes with this 240 megahertz coprocessor. Okay, so here this is ultra low power coprocessor is there. So ultra low power RISC. So ultra low process RISC is reduced instruction set computers. One is CISC, another is RISC. So CISC is complete instruction set computers, but here they have used it as a RISC. Hash RAM is 160 byte, and here ESP32 is having 520 KB kilobyte. This 32S2 will have 320 KB. ROM, we don't have a ROM in this ESP8266. Here we have a ROM 448 KB. Here with this 448 KB, 128 KB. A real-time memory, no. Here we have real-time memory access, real-time clock memory. So this is 16 KB. External SPI RAM, yes, up to 16 KB you can have. 16 MB, sorry. This is 16 MB. This is again 16 MB up to 128 MB. External flash, no, no. This is we having here. So Wi-Fi is the support of the Wi-Fi is BGN. These are the oldest older versions. So ST20 is there. All having the same Wi-Fi's. Another is Bluetooth. This simple ESP8266 do not have Bluetooth. Okay, this ESP32 is having the Bluetooth also. And this one S2 series also not having that. Ethernet is another this LAN cable we can connect. So this ESP8266 is not having this Ethernet. This is having ESP32 is having that. You can have that. Now this is the biggest one. This is general purpose input output. So total 16 pin. In the Arduino we have the 14 pins. If you go for the Arduino we have 14 general input output pins. But here in ESP8266 we have 16. And this see here 34 for ESP32 and 43 here for 32S2. So if you want to connect, want to control large number of devices, you can go for the ESP32. But the price will increase. Touch sensor, inbuilt touch sensor is not there in ESP8266. We have this pen. ESP32 is having 10 touch sensors. We have a 14 here. Okay, SPI is 2 here. This is 4. These are the 4. UART is, this is the universal synchronous receiver transmitter, 2, 3 and 2. ADC is analog to digital converter and DAC is digital to analog converter. So is 1 is here, 10 bit. So 18 is there, 12 bit, 20 is there. No DAC is in this ESP8266. There are 16 in ESP32. Here 8. SDMMC. No. Here is yes. No. This is a remote control. Do not have that facility in ESP32. We have that. Also in ESP32S2. USB OTG. No. In this ESP32S2. Yes. This is the latest. LED interface, you cannot interface LCD, but you can interface in it. This ESP32 S2. Camera interface, you can interface it with the ESP32 S2 here. We do not have interfacing. These are the oldest version. Now temperature sensor inbuilt, no. This is the temperature inbuilt. Okay, you can attach externally with this is ESP8266. This ESP32 is having the inbuilt temperature sensor as well as Hall sensor. Hall sensor is used to detect this magnetic field change, but it is not having in ESP32S2. Temperature sensor is there. Then security, we do not have the security in ESP8266, but encryption security is there in ESP32 and ESP-S2. Crypto based security is there. So these are the crypto based algorithms which is supported. Again in S2 is also there. AES, these are the cryptography based algorithm which is used for security. So power consumption is 20 microampere, which is very less. This is the 10 microampere in ESP32. Here it is 5 microampere in idle mode. Okay, but it is 20 microampere for 1% duty cycle. So this is the comparison, and you can see according to your this project, according to your requirement, we can use this ESP8266 and rate will increase. Okay, rate will increase like this, and this will have ESP32S2 will have the largest price. This ESP8266 is available around on 200 rupees if you go to market and you can purchase this. This is the price of the daily ESP8266, but online it is costly. Now let us now see how we can connect it with the Arduino IDE. Now you can see this is the back portion of our ESP8266. This is Lolin version 3. You can see it is written here Lolin. So this is the version 3 Lolin, and now it is written here you have to install this CS340Z drivers. You search these driver on the Google, write down and install it. And this is another version. This is the older version. This is version 2. This is Amico, Node MCU Amico, and for that you have to install this CP2102 drivers. You search on the Google and install this driver if you are using this Node MCU Amico. But nowadays Lolin is there because this is the version 3. It is available in the market. So if you want to purchase, you can purchase this Lolin version 3, or you can go for the ESP32. Now first of all you have to install these or you have to do some adjustment. Now what type of adjustment? You open the Arduino interface. It will take some time. Just copy this. Copy this. Go to the file, preferences, and here additional board manager. Just paste it. Okay. Now remember that you should have an internet connection for that. When you are doing this, you should have a good internet connection. Then go to this board manager and search here ESP32. Right here ESP32, search. So this ESP32 is here. Now I already have that. You can install it. Okay, any version you can install it, and you can also search for this ESP8266. It is not showing here. You can search for the ESP. Okay, so what you can do, you can check now. Here we have that. Now you can see we have that ESP series now, ESP32 Arduino. You can attach your ESP32 and select from here which module you are having. Now you can see here ESP8266 is not showing here. So what you can do, you can copy this and paste in. Again go to file, preferences, and paste here, and okay. Now you can see. Okay, so go to the boards and here search. So this is downloading here. Right here ESP8266. So it's there. ESP32 is there. You can install it. If it is not, you can install it. It will take some time. And now you can see, go to tools, Arduino. Now this is available now. This is available now. So this is how you can install the libraries of ESP32, ESP8266, and you can use. Now you can, if you click on here, so you attach your ESP32 or ESP8266 module and select here. If you select it, it will take some time, then it will give you this. So that is selected. You can change it. You can select any ESP module that you have connected with your laptop, your computer. Okay, So this is how you can use this IDE. Thank you.